You know, it's kind of crazy that I'm doing that. This is the third set in a row where there's an achievement that is just one that I'm dreading the most. The 64 coin collector had Lethal Lava Land. Kirby's Adventure had the crane. And now we are finally at this point of the mastery where I get to the achievement that I'm dreading. Now you may be wondering, okay, or now when I say that, you may be thinking, oh, okay, makes sense considering that Aztec is regarded by many as the... Wait, just to see real quick. Okay, yeah, it is the same every time. You may be wondering, you may be thinking, okay, it makes sense considering that Aztec is considered by many as the hardest level in the entire game. I will say that overall, I do think Control is harder, but yeah, I can say that this is definitely in the top 3 hardest levels. But I mean, yeah, everyone knows this level, everyone dreads this level, so yeah. Now that being said, just to get it out of the way immediately, Agent is going to be a non-entity, simply because there's you literally have to beat it, and that's it. Wow, double grenade. Amazing. Okay. Why I cannot see anything. But yeah, the reason I'm dreading this level is not because of the difficulty. In fact, I'll just say right now that I actually do like the difficulty of this stage. To the point that this is actually my favorite level in the entire game. However, the reason I'm dreading this level is because for Secret Agent, we have to do an achievement that requires us to perform a glitch. Yes, a glitch in a main RetroAchievements set. Now, I am completely down for achievements being challenging, like certain damageless achievements that we've done in this series and will eventually do. However, one thing that I will never understand why, to this day, this is still a thing in this set, is the fact that we have a achievement that requires us to perform a glitch. Now, just to give you an idea, or just to remind people why am I doing such a big deal about this, is because usually, if not 100% of the time, usually main achievement sets have do not allow what is known as undesirable achievements, which there's many stipulations. Most of them being basically no grind fests or RNG centric achievements. But the one thing that applies no matter what is the use of glitches. Glitches are not allowed in main sets. It is a rule of thumb that has been basically a thing since, I want to say, the creation of the website, although I cannot vouch for that since, I don't, I didn't discover this website 10 years after its creation, ironically enough. Because yeah, the web, for those that don't know, the website was created in 2012, and I started RetroAchieving in 2022. Also, are there any? Yes. All right. Wow, that was close. But yeah, the basic rule of thumb is that undesirable content, which most of the time applies to glitches, is not allowed on the on main achievement sets. There's a reason as to why we have subsets which are dedicated to basically dedicated to, you know, glitches. We have the bonus subsets, the glitch showcase subsets. And yeah, it's basically something that I don't need to explain if you're a RetroAchievements advocate like I am. However, I will say that glitches are something that are optional if you want to like get a specific achievement. I mean, I cannot think of a game from the top of my head where I can just use a glitch. I mean, I guess if we want to be technical, Metroid NES getting various suit early by glitching through a door. That's actually something that I do every time I play the original Metroid. Oh, hey, Joss. I didn't expect you to react to me that fast. Also, nice of you to shoot through the freaking ladder. Or through the freaking floor. I mean, there's other games that I use clipping, or not glitches, but I basically go out of bounds to, get some stuff the non-intended way. Like, for example, one of my favorite things to do in Mario Sunshine is to essentially do the what's the word? Is to you know what? Since I'm here, I might as well show the path that nobody takes when they play this level. But yeah, down here, there's actually another path that leads to Jaws. Yeah, basically, at the end of this path, we get to Jaws. So yeah, Jaws would be in this room, and yeah, this is the guy that I killed that activated Jaws. So yeah, and yeah, I have to say I actually do like this bottom section. I do like the labyrinthian structure of it. Even though you're most likely never going to explore that area since it's basically useless, but whatever. But yeah, another skip I like to do is to essentially skip the panel flipping section in Casino Delfino from Sunshine. But then again, messing around with Sunshine is definitely one of my favorite things about that game, which is not surprising since that's my favorite 3D Mario game and I like to experiment a lot. Although not with glitches, but that's a completely different story. But yeah, usually glitches are completely optional to do unless they are something that actually invalidates the achievements. A very good example of this mention of glitches invalidating achievements is, I keep forgetting the name, but in Resi 4, if you do, what's it called? Okay. In Resi 4, if you perform the Deadman glitch, the achievements, or getting achievements on both the PlayStation and GameCube version will basically be invalidated. And you basically need to reset the game in order for you to actually, you know, get achievements again. Which I actually kind of like. I actually do like the... Which, you know, considering that that is a sort of, is a very busted, or that is a glitch that basically makes you break the game. Also, my god, I'm being bad. Which is not good, because I want to get I want as much health as possible, especially considering that we're not going to get the armor. Oh, what a waste. Okay, so here we have Secret Agent, and yeah, Agent is basically a non-entity since it's very easy. But now we go into the Secret Agent difficulty. And basically, oh my god, I'm gonna... Yeah, let's just preset. And basically for Secret Agent, we have 2 achievements. The first one is the target time, where we need to beat Secret Agent in less than 9 minutes. Which, you know, considering that it took me 8.5 to beat on Agent, it is actually doable. It is absolutely doable. Now that being said... Now, that being said, yeah, it's really not that tough. Although I will say that if you manage to get past the first room, or the first, this first section, the rest of the level is really not that bad. However, there is another achievement that we have to get on Secret Agent. And, yeah, here is where we get into the bullshit that I don't like. So, in Secret Agent... we need to perform, there's an achievement known as the glass door trick. And basically, the objective of this achievement is to essentially do something very simple. Beat the level without killing Jaws. Now, you may be thinking, okay, so how are we supposed to do that? Considering that, for those who don't know, when you kill Jaws, he will drop a key that will open this glass. Yeah, this door requires a security system card, and yeah. You need a key card to open that door, which Jaws drops. However, we have to find a way to open the door without, you know, killing Jaws. And basically here is where we have to do what is known as the glass door trick. Now, to put it simply, because I really cannot explain as of now how to exactly perform it, but basically... if there's a door and there's 2 enemies that try to be on the same spot, they're going to, the second enemy will try to find a way to like nudge himself into that area. And if there's a door next to it, the idea is that the second guard will try to get into the position where the first guard is. However, because there is a wall or a door next to it, he will actually open the door so that he can actually be in the position that, you know, the first guard was. Now, in order to do this trick, basically you need to do a couple things. The first thing is to essentially lure a couple of guards into the glass door room. Now, basically, what I'm gonna do, starting from here, is I'm going to essentially create noise to lure all of these people into the glass room. But also, I do want to reset the thing, because this is actually this is another thing that is very important, and that's the fact that basically what you want to do is you want to stay put so that the guards start shooting at you, and then what you have to do is wait for the thing to close and then hide. And then for some reason you actually need to equip the guidance data, otherwise this trick will not work. And yeah, basically, the idea of this trick is to lure the enemies so that they actually get over here and they open the door. However, as you very clearly saw, these guys spotted me. Even if I was completely hidden with that, you know, gate, these guys still saw me. And yeah, you basically need to make sure that this panel is closed. And then you have to essentially run to this corner and just hope that the enemies actually, you know, lost sight of you. It is incredibly precise. It is incredibly stupid. And when I first mastered this game, it took me almost 2 fucking hours in order to get this achievement. 2 hours on trying to get a stupid glitch. And keep in mind, it's a fucking glitch. Also, I just realized I did not start my timer. Oh my god, okay. 18 minutes. Let's put 10. Let's go with 10:20. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, yeah, I completely forgot to... Oh my god, I cannot believe I forgot to start the timer. Ugh, that is not good. That's the first time that fumble ever happened. Where the hell are you going? Oh wow. Thank god I got out of the way. But yeah. This achievement is straight up bad. Did I shoot the grenade? Oh wow, that's awesome. But yeah, this achievement is straight up 100% bad. Like, it's not bad in a way that, you know, it's tedious and all that stuff. No, it is bad in the terms that it is a badly designed achievement. To the point that I still cannot believe that this achievement is still on the main set. But also, I'm still surprised that there is not a speedrun showcase subset, because considering that Mario 64 has a speedrun showcase subset. So yeah, the fact that this achievement is still on the main set makes it so that, yeah, to this day I still can't fathom the fact that we actually have an achievement like this in a main set. Okay, I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, just to accept it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, man. I really do not get it. I cannot believe. And I want to point this out that as I'm recording this, I have mastered a whopping 100 and including GoldenEye, I have mastered 143 achievement sets. In all of the other 142 sets, I have never had to deal with an achievement that requires you to do a glitch on a main set, for the record, because I have mastered subsets. Oh, well. But yeah, usually people pause the game here and go to the guidance data in order for the glitch to work. But yeah, some people actually pull it out when you're hiding. So yeah, it's random, I guess. Okay, that is way too far. See, like, look at that. Look at that. I was completely out of sight. And, oh my god, yeah, look at that. They were all standing there like dumbasses. Now, the good thing is that by doing this glitch, you will get the speedrun achievement unless you decide to stall immensely. But yeah, this achievement sucks. This achievement legitimately sucks. And the worst part about it all is that if you check the comments on the achievement, you will see a unanimous agreement that achievement should not be part of the main set. Even I made a comment via my personal account on how just stupid this achievement is. Like, for a very long time, I would consider Dark the Roach Vanilla Challenge from Squeak Squad to be one of the worst achievements I've ever gotten. This easily takes the cake for one of the worst achievements I've ever gotten. And remember, this is a main set achievement. It is not a subset. It is not a speedrun showcase subset or all that kind of stuff. No, this is a main achievement. This is an achievement we're getting on a main set. And again, the fact that this has not been removed or taken to a subset is still unfathomable. And I'm not gonna lie when I say this, this achievement alone is the reason as to why I was dreading on mastering this game. Just because it is so ungodly and stupid. But you know, at the very least, this achievement is not in double agent. Otherwise, yeah, I would not have mastered this set at all. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Because only one guy was there. And he even stopped right there. Oh my god. Now, the main idea is to have at least 2 guys being lured into the door. But it doesn't hurt having more than 2. Just because that may actually improve the odds of the glitch happen. But at the same time, I do not hold any high hopes, just because, again, this achievement fucking sucks. Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, basically the 2 guys that are where the exhaust port of the rocket is, those are the guys that you usually want to lure to you know, get the glitch. Fuck this achievement. Seriously, fuck this achievement. Absolute trash, garbage achievement. Okay, so the crane achievement from Kirby's Adventure took me 1 hour and 26 minutes. I am not going to be shocked whatsoever if it takes me longer to get this. Because, again, this achievement is just absolutely atrocious. Imagine, you know, you may think that I'm not giving this so much big of a deal. Imagine this being a fucking achievement in an official console, you know? Like, imagine, actually, I don't know if this game has achievements on Xbox, but imagine this achievement being an official achievement, an official Xbox achievement. People would go on a huge outroar. So the fact that we actually have this on a fan-made, you may think like, oh, it's fan-made, therefore it's not that that big of a deal. Well, it is, because there are specific guidelines when it comes to making a set that usually, if not all the time, putting glitches on a main set is not allowed. Now there is an exception. I did check the rules when it comes to undesirable content, as the website puts it, and basically you are allowed to put glitches in a set if the glitch is historical and is a historical achievement and all that other kind of crap. It's basically a groundbreaking discovery, you know? Yeah. How can, you know, considering that is, you know, a exception, how come there's no achievements in the Mario 64 main set regarding backwards long jump? Why? Just why? Please explain why there is no backwards long jump. There's not an achievement where you have to do a BLJ on the endless staircase. Oh, fuck off. But yeah, basically the idea is to have a guard be there and another guard trying to be where that guy is so that he actually opens the door. That's basically the idea when it comes to making that. That basically is the idea when it comes to the achievement. So yeah, the crane minigame for adventure took me 1 hour and 26. Lethal Lava Land all coins took me around 40 minutes. I did actually look it up, but Tiny Huge Island took me more than an hour, which is insane. The fact that it took me longer to do Tiny Huge than Lethal Lava Line, considering that it took me like nothing when I did the original recording before like I got a blackout. I don't remember another achievement. Oh, the I forgot how long it took me to do DDD extra damageless. I think it was 30 minutes, about 40 minutes. It's only one, man. Why is it just one in the... And you want to know the worst part? Before actually starting this recording, I spent almost 20 minutes looking at videos on how to do this stupid glitch. And yeah, so far we've had a success rate of 0%. Which, to be fair, it's not surprising because, you know, usually glitches require precision and a little bit of luck. Depending on the game, of course. Yeah, if the thing closes and there's no one there, then what's the fucking point? Yeah, I don't know. Fuck you. Oh, great. Oh, great. It's only one. Only one of them activated. Oh, my God. Blow me. Blow me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. If there is a game that has another set where in order to master it, you need to get a glitch. You need to do a glitch. I'm not going to master it. There you go. Even if it's a game that I adore to death, I am not doing it. Mainly because I don't want to put myself through trial, error, and just straight up RNG in order to get an achievement. And again, stuff like this is the reason I don't like to do glitch. Stuff like this is the reason I hate glitches. Or I hate performing glitches. Come on! Come on! Seriously, man. Fuck this achievement. Fuck this achievement. Who the fuck greenlight this achievement being in the fucking main set? So fucking stupid. So fucking retarded. Absolute trash achievement. And this is not the game's fault. This is the achievement fault for being a fucking glitch. Again, I want you all to go to the achievement page of... I want you all to go to the comments of this achievement page, and I want you to tell me the amount of people that are okay with this achievement. Spoilers, you will find no one. Suck my fucking